Do you work or do you study? Well, I am a final year student at University of Economics Ho Chi Minh City with major in international business, specialized in foreign trade. And if everything goes on the track as I hope, I will be graduating at the end of this year. Why did you choose this major? Actually, there are various reasons why I did choose my major, and I would like to point out the main reason to mention to you. In Vietnam, international business, especially foreign trade, is considered as a cutting edge domain. So, I hope after graduating, I could work in a position that helps me make a lucrative income. What do you plan to do after graduating? To be honest, I want to I have an intention to pursue my major as a career, and I am really into working in a multinational because as there I could find more golden opportunities to work with a talented people. Do you like what you are studying? Yes, definitely. All I love almost subjects at my university during my course. The explanation for this could be that international business is one of my perennial favorites. I really I am really overjoyed when doing the thing I love. Are there many public transport in your country? Generally speaking, there are a wide variety of public transportation in Vietnam. For example, there are a majority of buses, trains, airplanes, and metro, which is suitable for people to travel around Vietnam. Have you ever traveled by public transport? Yes, I regularly travel by public transport, especially by bus. The reason why I have always a big fan of bus is that it this is reasonably bright for a student like me. You know, generally speaking, the price for each and every ticket when traveling by bus is less cheaper than less cheaper than a taxi or a train, and especially bus is suitable for someone who want to travel in a short distance. Do you think people should use public transport more? Why? Yes, I have to admit that I am extremely in favor of the view that people should use public transport rather than private vehicles. This is attributed to a host of reasons why people should do that. For one, traveling by public transport is considered as a main contributor to reduce the concentration of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere on a daily basis. On top of that, public transport is extremely reasonably priced for people to travel on a regular basis, and definitely they could save a lot of money for mobility for them for their daily mobility. Which types of public transport do you prefer? Well, I love a lot of types of means, And if I have to pick the top one I prefer the most, I would say that train is my choice. There are various reasons why I have always been a big fan of train. For one, traveling by train provides me the opportunity to enjoy the breathtaking view across the distance. And you know, the price of traveling by train is also quite cheap compared to travel by plane or by private car. Do family members in Vietnam gather to eat together? Nowadays, I think that people don't have intention to eat together at meal times. There are a lot of reasons for this phenomenon. Having said that, I want to point out the main reason to you. This is people are more and more busy with their business, and they have an intention to return home late, and definitely they missed the dinner time. So after that they prefer have meals on their schedule. Is not eating together considered as an advantage or disadvantage? From my perspective, I would say that this phenomenon is a disadvantage because meal times is a fantastic time for people to gather together to enjoy the delicious meals, and it is also the great time for them to share news, make plans, and the parents could give a lot of guidance for their child. And if they don't eat together anymore, maybe it it could generate a gap generation between parents and children. Why did Lunar New Year in Vietnam include traditional food? Well, it's such an intriguing question today, right? I have to admit that it is not an area of my interest. Having said that, I guess during the first 3 days in Lunar New Year, people in Vietnam have an intention to eat traditional food like bánh dày or some kind of food which is symbol of the south and the north of Vietnam. And actually I don't know their names. Having said that, I think this phenomenon could be maintained for a long time until now, is that people have been attempting to keep the the Vietnamese culture, and they want to educate to their child to keep the beautiful traditions in the long time. Describe a dinner. Well, it's such an interesting topic today. When it comes to an unforgettable dinner, the day when I and my close friend went out for dinner immediately springs to my mind. I could remember this event vividly, and I would like to share with you today. A few months back, my close friend, he planned to study abroad, particularly in Canada, and he invited me to go out for dinner. And definitely, it was also considered as a small farewell party for both of us. And we went to an Italian restaurant, which which was located in the center of Ho Chi Minh City, and it was extremely well known for the locals because of its just brand name. As there, we ate beef steak and pasta because two kinds of dishes was extreme was extremely relevant at the Italian restaurant, right? And I have to admit that two kinds of dishes were extremely delicious. At that moment, we also shared about our near plans, and he also told me about his dreams, which he which he would which he wanted to do in Canada. And up until now, I could not meet him again because he wouldn't return back Vietnam, and we just contacted each other via the social media. I miss him a lot, and I hope he could make his dreams come true. Do you eat fish? Yes, I regularly eat fish because my parents usually tell me that fish is considered as a food that does wonder for our health, and up until now I'm really into eating fish. Do you raise any fish? No, actually, I'm not really into raising any kinds of animals, including dogs, cats, and yes, even fish, because I am quite busy with my studies, and I have less time to take care of them, so I don't raise any animals. Do you often go fishing? No, I have to admit that I have never gone fishing, because I think that this kind of sports is a waste of time, and I prefer the gentle activities like playing badminton or go jogging. Why do people go fishing? Actually, I don't know the particular reasons. Having said that, I guess when going fishing, people could improve their patience, because going fishing first requires people to have a patience ability, because they have to wait for a long time to catch a fish. Where can you see fish? I think there are various places in Vietnam to see fish. For example, some kind of aquatic park which is suitable for children to discover marine the marine life, and there are a wide variety of aquatic animals. I think this is very interesting for children.